Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
6:30.
I got 6:30.
Yeah, I got 6:30.
All right. So, we're going to start with roll call. Tim Kremen's here.
Mike Rainier.
Roxanne Tufskegan here.
All right. We have minutes to approve.
Up, down, up, down, down. Yeah, it's 2 sets.
All right. Everybody have a chance to look at them?
Yeah.
Any changes? So I'll entertain a motion to accept.
Make a motion that we accept the December 9th minutes and the December 17th, 2024 minutes as presented.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, actually second, sorry.
I'll second.
Okay, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. That's on both of them, yep.
Yeah, I did them at the same time. One motion, Kim.
Thank you.
Yep.
Second.
Mike.
Mike seconded.
You're gonna have some updates to, some adds to the agenda?
Yep, I have a bunch.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna now move on to signature items. We have the new employment forms, I believe it's for the fire department, Damian Prescott.
Oh, for the new people who are not new employment forms, but they're new employees.
New employees, yep.
Okay.
We have to sign off on there.
No, it's fine. I just am like, I don't remember us reviewing them. Just if you want to.
Yep. All right, so Damian Prescott, is an employee of Middleton. He's beginning on 12/1. That's it, right?
Okay, so there's those two to go together.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
All right, and next thing we have is oath of offices. Okay, what we got next? We got Heather Kremen for the school board, Chuck Herrio for the VBA, and Linda Adamo for VBA. So those have already been approved. We just need to sign those.
At least
Bye.
one needs your signature too.
No, there's only room for 3 of it.
Yeah, my wife's.
Oh.
I didn't sign my
Oh,
wife's.
okay, perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
that's fine. How many dates on it? Should they have today's date? Would they, should it be these dates?
Yeah, it should be those dates. All right. So the next thing we have is the mitigation plan.
Yep,
I believe that just needs to be adopted.
yep. Just the paperwork just needs, the top sheet needs to be filled out there. I guess we call it like the certificate or the document that states we've got a mitigation plan.
Yep.
If there are any, we would just still adopt it and we can make future
Right.
updates. So we duly noted public meeting was held on 12/23/2024 to formally approve and adopt the 2024. So we'll make a motion to do that.
Yep.
And
So I'll entertain a motion to adopt the hazard mitigation plan.
I'll make a motion. Tracy made the motion.
For a second?
I'll second it.
All right, is there any discussion? No? All those in favor?
That,
All right.
that allows us to be able to be eligible for FEMA money. So,
All right, Fitzgerald Veteran Service. So we deny veterans disability credit because of their.
Accept the Fitzgerald
All right.
Veteran Service.
Second?
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor?
Oh, aye. Well, I'm just trying to keep Kim, because I don't think she heard Mike say second. so
That's fair.
waffle along.
All right. I'll give it a second. There we go. Next we have,
Yeah,
okay,
she's giving you the letter.
yeah, we have I have a letter right here too.
The original one, I guess.
All right. So it looks like we're looking for a check request
The Sunrise-
for the Sunrise Lake Village District. They're looking for 490, which is the difference between the assessed tax overage and the current budget request of 17,255. So I think we need a motion to accept this,
I'll make a motion that we refund
the $490.
$490 to the SLVD.
Okay. Second,
Tracy?
Tracy, all those in favor? All right, I don't think there's any department head stuff. So for new business, general ledger accounts, planning board, application fees, and postage. So Kim, on this one, for the planning board application fees and postage, we're looking to find out where they're going to be categorized or what account they're going to come from.
Can I see it? Can I see it? I did.
That's just,
Yeah, that's all right. They should probably.
Because I believe we ran into an issue where we couldn't figure out where the
Oh, yeah, because.
what account they were going into.
Yeah, planning board, right. They
Yeah.
might have to, right here. That's admin. here, so there's only newspaper and workshops, reference material, and legal. So, for now, I would put it into, say, like, reference materials. That's 419117, and we can look, maybe break that out, or create a new account in here for, postage and, you know, it's,
Well,
yeah.
the postage one, I think, is, they're looking to see when they get postage from the people they're charging.
Right.
Where to put it.
Right, that should go into a revenue account.
And not an expense account.
Correct.
Because right now it's going into the expense.
Right, so I don't have the revenues, I don't have the humorous transactions, you know, we have a, right here. So we need to find the revenue account line. Income. And we might have to come up with a new one, or these are just the ones that are available to us?
Yeah, those are the ones that are available. There's a lot of income ones towards the back, too.
Okay, yep, I see, yep. Let's see.
I thought to show this, but, right now, with the time of the planning board, they were putting it under 340605.
Which is,
Planning board mergers, it says, and I think that's fine, I think that's still fine, because that's really the only planning board income in here.
And then they also did for subdivision 340602.
That's subdivision application, yeah. So you can use either one of those lines, so depends on what the application for is, if it's for subdivision, I'll use that, if it's a merger, say if it's a merger or if it's a subdivision.
So merger, we're gonna put it under, 4117.
Yeah.
And postage, did you come up with one of that?
They would be the same. You use the merger line for the subdivision line. For that income.
And, I know we had mentioned I forgot to put it on the thing here, about, the cleaning. We're gonna split out the municipal building for cleaning.
Right, so we'll talk about that in the budget, yeah, so that's gonna be part of what, the budget. We can address that, yep.
Yep. We have, let's see, next thing would be the audit for review.
So everybody should have in their packet, copy of the draft letter that the auditor is gonna send over. And just so everybody's aware, so there's no surprises and whatnot, so to make sure everybody's aware of it. We did have, one of the things that they did address is just our cash reconciliation, and part of that is because it hadn't been done for so long because we had some personnel turnover. So we are working on that. And Jen came in, our auditor, she came in and she was, she helped Kim through that. And it was left for Kim to pick up and do. So that's just all, but I just want everybody to be aware that, because we have to read this and then say we're good with it, and then Jen will issue the letter, then the auditor.
So, yeah, so we're gonna have that on the next agenda item as well, for next, for January 6th.
No, I think it's one of the things you review it and just say, it's good.
See if we have any questions yet? All right.
That's that one. Okay.
Okay. We have quotes from the AP payroll system. For those, I think the board still needs to review all that information and then have a discussion about that.
Yeah, so that would be intended to do that probably for January 16th.
Yep.
So everybody, there's 3 quotes in here, Kim, should be yes.
So MRI.
Yeah.
So we're gonna table that until January 6th, now that we have all the quotes.
demonstrations we had. You know, the MRI one was much more user-friendly, and it coincides with our existing accounts, chart accounts,
Okay.
and stuff as it is.
All right. We have a resignation, unfortunately, from the Middleton Police Department for Officer Volpe.
Oh, do you have it in your pen? Can you
I do.
read it?
Sure. Yes. Real quick. Wait a second here. All right. So, it says, Dear Sobel and Board, in accordance with town policy, I submit the letter to provide 2 weeks of notice for my resignation from employment as a patrol officer for Middleton, New Hampshire Police Department. This resignation will take effect 2 weeks from the above submission date, which was the 19th, and will be effective on the 2nd of January. Thank you for the opportunity to work for the town. Respectfully submitted, Michael D. Volpe. So,
That's unfortunate. I'll make a motion that we accept the resignation.
I'll second it.
and we want to thank Mike for his years of service and for his dedication. All right.
We have a vote on that?
Yeah, we have to vote on, so I need a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion to
No,
accept.
I
Second?
made, I
Oh,
made.
second.
I seconded.
Yeah.
All right.
Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. The next thing we have is we have the resignation of Select Board member Scott Ferguson. Scott is submitted his formal resignation today at 5 p.m. He would like to thank everyone here and the residents of New Hampshire for the opportunity to serve as a member of the Select Board. He appreciates the opportunity and knowledge he's received, and he'll do whatever he can to make the transition as smooth as possible. And will support in whatever way I can. So thank you, Scott. Motion to accept.
I'll make a motion that we accept the resignation from Scott. Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Uh,
All right. So we're going to be posting the request for a new select board member that will be appointed by the select board. However, all those in favor, please reach out to Kim and fill out a statement of interest. We'll have that on the website as well. We'll talk more about that in our January meeting.
So can we say that until like January 5th?
Well, I think we would just, yeah, I think we'll definitely, we'll accept until January 5th.
Okay,
Yeah.
we meet on the 6th.
Yep. All right. So having said that, we also have the honor of announcing a new member of our employment with the town of Middleton, a new police chief, Scott Ferguson. We have his employment contract, so I believe all we have to do is accept his contract. So all those in favor, or actually need a motion to accept his employment contract?
I'll make the motion, we accept the police chief contract for Scott Ferguson.
There it is. All right, need a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor? All right. There we are. Yep, we also want,
Yeah,
we
no,
sign first.
I know, but I'm just saying,
I appreciate it. All right. So, Scott, I'm incorrect in stating that your first actual day on the job will be on the 4th, correct?
Officially, I'll start with the town. It will be, I think they're saying
It will be Saturday, right? Saturday the
the
4th.
month, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in the office on the 4th,
Okay, and then on the 5th, or
but I'll,
the 6th, you'll be
yeah, I'll officially go on payroll
on the 6th.
yeah,
Perfect.
the first day of that.
Oh, so
Well-
you want to sign this?
Yeah, he has to come up and sign it.
An hour.
Well, sign it.
If you could.
Yeah, that way Kim isn't chasing me down.
Do you want to change the roll call check?
Yeah.
All right.
Kim was all over that, wasn't she?
All right, the next thing we have is another announcement. We have hired a new fire chief, Jared Wheeler. He will be sworn in on our January 6th meeting, and we look forward to working with him as well.
What time do we want him there?
I say 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah. All right.
Keep going, Kim. Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got a lot. So with the fact that Scott has resigned, he's going to be our police chief. We have a new fire chief. We're also going to be looking for a new vice chair for the board, as I will be filling in for Scott as the chair. So who's interested? Look at all those hands go up. Wow.
I don't mind being the vice.
All right. So we need a motion a nomination for Roxanne.
I'll nominate Roxanne.
All right, all those in favor? Aye.
I,
Oh, that's right. Who seconded? Mike seconded.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay.
We
Wow.
only need three, so.
All right, L chip.
So I'll speak to that real quick. So each year, we have to fill out an inventory about the old town hall because we received, matching funds for the L-chip grant. Just wanted to say I completed that. I've let them know about the whole parking lot, the drainage, and that we'll have a top coat in the spring. So that was done. It needs to be fill out that inventory form up until through 2033. That's what we're required to because of that. So that's all.
Perfect. And you want to talk about the ARPA funds as well?
Yeah, so Kim and I had the great pleasure of filling out and filing the remaining use of the ARPA funds on Friday. We did get through that a little bit longer than we anticipated, but it's all done, and so we've submitted for everything and we spent all the money from ARPA, and that's done. So
Perfect.
that had to be done by December 31st as well.
And while you're on a roll, Roxanne, let's talk about the budget.
So, I think, January 6th, everybody has the budgets from the department heads, and you guys met with the budget committee. So I think we want to we want to go over that, because we want to do what the Board of Selectmen are going to recommend, and so we can get that over to the budget committee. So I think
Perfect.
we need to talk about that we need to go through it on,
Yep.
January 6th, and as well as if any warrant articles, which I have most everything, and I have the idea of which ones might be coming up for this year as well.
Yeah, we have one for the ZBA that I need to get to you guys, so yeah.
So we'll try and bring any
Yep.
that you might have, if you have something, Conservation Tracy, if you had something from police maybe, or something.
So is the budget committee
No.
No, we'll just be a select board.
Yes, the
Yep.
Board of Selectmen,
Yep.
so.
Okay, just visual.
All right, I think that's all I had. The only thing left now is, anybody else have anything else before we go to public comment?
Yeah, so I just want to make a comment, thank Randy for his
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that, yes.
coming back and helping.
Six. I would do that on the sixth.
Well, we're gonna
No,
honor
but
him
I mean,
more, but
no,
yes,
but
let's
I'm
go.
just
We
saying,
are
you know, I think
grateful
that's
for
what we
him
have.
coming here and lending his time, his expertise,
Yeah.
and helping us during this transition period. And I believe he's gonna be helping Scott during the transition as well. So, again,
Yeah, and welcome to Scott and welcome to
Jared,
Jared
yep.
as the new fire chief. So I think we got a lot done tonight as well as through the whole year, and
it's been, yeah, I think it's been a great experience.
The
Um,
other thing I'd like to do is thank Steve Hyde for his years of service with
Oh,
town.
yeah.
Absolutely. He was in earlier tonight. We received the plaque. That will, we record that, so that will be seen as well.
I'll say, I heard nothing but good things again about the fire departments.
Santa
Oh,
Parade.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Santa ride was great. He was over in my neighborhood. We were out there cheering him on.
I know
had a
that.
concerned firefighter call, make sure we were good at my house and there were no fires, so that was pretty good. That.
That's twice.
Twice. All right. So now we'll open up for public discussion. Yes, ma'am.
Sarah Farazani, Eau Claire Road. I actually have two. I had sent an email to the Board of Selectmen back in November twice that I'm not sure ever got through to anybody. I did address it with you in Poland, you did finally get it. But I also sent another email on December 10th, sent it again on December 16th, sent a hard copy. I don't know if you ever got that, on December 12th. I finally got an acknowledgement that my email was received on the 17th.
So on the one on the first one that you had sent, I had talked to Randy because you had left a voicemail as well, I believe, up on the selectmen's line. So I had talked to Randy and he had informed me that you are in court over this matter as well?
We were.
Okay, so that was the last I had heard from Randy on this matter, is he had talked to you as well.
Yeah.
So when I think I reached out to the board, that was a police matter at the time, not a board of selectmen issue.
Well, so the state police say that if I get no results from the board or the police chief, if I don't get any results from the police chief, I go to the board of selectmen in the town. If I don't get results from that, I go to the attorney and the county attorney.
Okay.
So first, I just want to know why the emails never get through to any of you. Hard copies, 3 emails, no response.
So we received them and they're forwarded on down to the police
Right.
department.
No, these were to you. Board of-
Right, we
Right.
received them and we forwarded them because this was a police issue we filed.
It's a police issue
Yeah.
where you want to put a restraining order against someone. That is a police issue, not a board of selectmen problem. I get that you have an issue with your property, but where I was told that it was in court, that is a court's finding to place a restraining order at what you wanted, not on the law of the board of selectmen. And that's what I was told from the chief of police, that it was in court and that it needed to go through court.
I disagree with that. I'm a homeowner, I have a right to protect my property, whether I'm in court or not. But the issue is the emails. Like, does anybody get them?
Yes, we received them and forwarded them to the police chief. Because again, as he explained, it was explained to us that this was an issue that was happening in the court system, and that he would then tell us what needed to happen next.
And did
He told me that it was in court, that this was a court matter.
Yeah.
you all own the property in this town. If you have an issue with your property, somebody trespassing, you're allowed, even if I'm in court with somebody, which it was litigation, it wasn't court, I was still entitled to protection of my property.
Right, we were under the impression that the chief was,
So I guess my question is, why wouldn't the court give you a restraining order if you wanted one? If this has been going on for several months, why wouldn't the court give you a restraining order?
Because I had to apply through the police and they wouldn't give it to me.
I don't believe the police give,
That's the courts that give you the restraining order.
Right.
Not the, so if there was a domestic, just say a domestic in town, they can give you a temporary restraining order for, I believe it's up to 72 hours. Then you have to go to court and petition it. You have to go in front of a judge, give you a restraining order depending on your case. This is why your emails and everything, we forwarded to the police chief. Once we forwarded them to him, it's his job to figure out where we're at and where it's in court. He can't give you a restraining order. We can't give you a restraining order.
So part A is, I'm glad you all got the email, because I have no way to know that, because nobody says received, I'm passing it on. I mean, I don't know what Kim's hours are or when she works, but, you know, it would be nice if she said I passed it on.
so, alright, so,
So just ignore.
yeah, with Scott, from now on, with Scott, we can make sure that with Scott, when we get an email like that is acknowledged that we received it. We'll just type back a received, thank you.
I mean, I don't think that's too much. to
No,
ask.
I agree.
I'm sure
I
I'm
agree.
the only one.
Absolutely, and we'll make sure that happens moving forward.
Thank you.
So I guess my other question is, how did you make out in court?
Well, we never went to court, we litigated with the lawyers, but you know, unfortunately, Officer Volpe told me that I can't get trespassing on my property because it was a private road, which of course is I was just frustrated, and I don't understand, you know, a 72-hour restraining order, and then go into court, that would have been fine, but
I'll just speak real quick. So this would be a civil restraining order. It would not meet the requirements of a domestic restraining order that he's speaking.
oh, okay.
So the way a civil restraining order works is you can go down to the courthouse, you can explain the circumstances to them, you and your neighbor have the beat, and basically you would fill out the paperwork for that. At which point then a judge would review it and decide. But in your particular circumstance, and I don't know everything about it, that would be the only
way
form
to
of
do that.
restraining order that you would be able to get. The police department in that particular circumstance would not even be able to issue.
They could have said that to me instead of like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And I know you're not the police department. It's my first,
Yeah.
Well, now you've met the incoming police chief, Earth, so you'll know exactly how to talk to him, right?
no, my bigger issue was just getting an
Yep.
acknowledgement for emails, you know.
And
return.
I can appreciate what you're saying. I do apologize. And moving forward, I can tell you that yes, we will indicate that we receive emails from the public as they come in.
And I will say, as a previous board member did come, especially this first one, we took it very seriously and immediately acted on it and sent it to who we felt would be the best suited.
Yeah.
Because the first email was kind of vague. We
You
didn't
said
even
you
know
needed detail, which is why I redid another one, but
Yep.
thank you.
Absolutely. Anything else? Oh, Bonnie.
I just want to say thank you for the Rex Christmas party, for all that helped out. Our volunteers are awesome. And,
Amazing event.
all that came and the donations, and we had a great time, great turnout.
No, I'd like to second. That was an amazing event. Another great job by the rec department and their volunteers.
Thank you for helping with the movie.
Absolutely.
I have talked to you afterwards about next year. I have an idea.
Okay.
All right. So, I believe there's nothing else. We'll look for, oh, Scott?
I do have one thing, but
Okay.
Okay.
Then we'll aim for that.
So do you want us to go into non-pub?
All right, so all those in favor of going into non-pub?
I'll make the motion that we go into non-pub for that, is it gonna be RSA 9183 to dismissal promotion? Okay.
it's in regard to,
In regards to payroll, okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
You as well? All right, all those in favor?
Roll call.
Well, after you roll call, that's why I'm,
Ryan, yes?
Tracy, yes.
and Tim, yes.
Okay.
We are in non-public.
So with the idea of hiring Steve Hyde to get across my desk, I was an attorney, really. I'm gonna hire an attorney. And the guy that was pushing for, oh, he's a good guy, you know, he's not really that type of attorney, you know, like, if they're an attorney, they're an attorney.
Who was that? We want to talk to that.
And, so he went through the process and went to the part-time academy. And I was in attendance for the graduation, and he actually finished first with the class. Which, you know, that's not easy, and we don't send that many people that part-time or full-time guys, but to have the person finish first. Like, I'm sure, I'm gonna go on a limb. Scott, you didn't finish first in your class, did you?
I did not.
Neither did I.
I was one of 2 attorneys in that class.
And he beat out the other attorney. So, that was, impressive. I was impressed. And then he's a little guy, but he's an overachiever. Pilot, attorney, boat captain.
Whoa.
I keep on saying, I wouldn't like to make $1 million for like almost, I'm gonna hire him. Pilot me, my boat, my plane.
Jim on.
Anyway. So, town next to this. For your, dedication.
So you can prove that you were an officer here.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So, regulations, be in touch, appreciate it, don't forget about
I
us.
want someone to take a picture of me with this man.
No, you can't.